Surprising result, to say the least. In our first Champions League game sees us tied for the top of the group. We've also gone unbeaten in La Liga. Today we play a Red Star team that has two of its better players out injured. What could possibly go wrong? My name's FM20, and it's time to get Réal. You know, it never seems to fail. There's always at least one game a season that I probably should have recorded because it was an absolute banger of a game and no one would have believed me if I hadn't played it, if they hadn't seen me play it, sort of thing. I have a hard time believing it, and I did play it. But after we drew with Real Madrid, we were away at Eibar. We shut them out 3-0 thanks to goals by Reznicek, Barry Verdonk, and Antonio Augusto. Then against Inter at home, we absolutely thumped them 6-3. Robert Maria was a man possessed. 5 goals, the 20th, 23rd, 38th, 53rd, and 61st minutes. Martin Matasevic had a goal in the 54th minute. Inter tried making a game of it, but their defense was just absolutely horrible. I don't know if they were that tired. I don't think they were, or not that match fit, which is entirely possible. But they're a really good squad. They have some very good players, and we still thumped them. We had 20 shots, 12 on target. They had 14 and 6. And if you look, all their defenders were 6'4" worse. It was just, and Maria just, he scored again. Oh, he scored a third time. I'm thinking, okay, he got his hat tricks. And then he added 2 more in the second half. I was like, okay, he's trying to make me forget Helio. He's doing a very good job of that. Against Granada, we shut them out 1-0 thanks to a goal by Maria in the 84th minute. This game was a lot tougher than it should have been. I think the team was still on a high after the big win against Inter, and they kind of basically half-assed it throughout the game. Maria came in and saved us, which was a good thing. And then against Celta Vigo, we won 3-2. Robert Maria, hat tricks worth of goals. So in 3 games, he has 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 goals. The kid is a man possessed. We had 21 shots, 9 on target. They had 16 and 9. Sylvester and Gonzalez scored for them. This was a really back and forth game until Maria put it away. Then Celta Vigo just essentially sat back. They had this weird thing going on with their deep line playmaker and defensive center back on the right, where they were literally running into each other most of the game. So I know I said we were going to come back and play Sevilla and Red Star. I was just in a groove, especially after beating Inter and Granada and frankly Celta Vigo. And I ended up playing the game, and I probably shouldn't have. Something tells me if I'd live com this, it wouldn't have been a 0-0 draw. The big 2 things out of this game were Jan Reznicek went out injured. He's out for a few weeks. And then Zaido Youssef missed a penalty kick in the 72nd minute that would have given Sevilla the win. This was one of those games, again, where we did just enough to not lose, and it's really starting to concern me. So today, we are going to play Red Star and Malaga, and then we're going to skip this Chelsea game and come back for Real Betis Chelsea, and then go from there. I think what we might do is play Inter and, we'll play these games offline, and then come back for Valencia Red Star. So we'll have to see. But today, it is Red Star, and it is going to be Malaga. In the Champions League group stage, we are currently in first. Well, we're tied for first with 3 points. We're ahead because of the number of goals we scored. So, good win against a decent Red Star team would be very nice. So, I'm going to double-check my best 11, set the reserves, and we're going to come back with our match against Red Star in just a bit. Well, they've still got Lamar and Roles. Everyone else is a new gen. We're playing our 4-2-4, of course. We got Seferovic in goal, Pagano, Gilbert, Uche, and Fernandez as the defensive back 4, Augusto and Malo as the midfielders, Sutter and Israel as the attack midfielders, Matasevic and Maria up top as the strikers. So yeah, I'm not sure what's gotten into Robert Maria's feet, but I am certainly not stopping him by any stretch of the imagination. Augusto from just outside the box, and Uche scores on the header. His first goal of the season. That was nice. Near post, past a diving keeper. Angle looked a little tight, but we'll take it. Quiet game so far. Half hour in, just the one highlight. Henrinia to Lamar to Velkovic. Back to Henrinia. Petrov, shadowed. Petrov shadowed again. Rolez to Lamar. Feeds Velkovic. And an easy shot for Seferovic to stop. They've been a lot better in front of the goal. 5 shots, 4 on target to our 4 and 2. Seferovic launches it forward. Matasevic heads it towards Maria. Got by the defender. Oh, Lewis, a very nice save. Augusto, the corner kick in. Maria was there, but he couldn't get to it. Uche runs it down, and he is dispossessed. Goes out for a high and throw-in. What was that guy's last name? Herenarina. Okay. And that is halftime. 8 shots, 4 on target for us. 7 shots, 4 on target for Red Star. We've got an okay possession advantage, but we just haven't done a lot with it. Lewis bangs it forward. Milicevic. Back to Stevic. All the way back to Lewis. He bombs it forward. Dukic's there. Heads it to Lamar. No one in front of him. He takes a shot. Goes wide left. Seferovic watched it go by, and it was one of those cases where if he misjudged that, I would have been really, really miffed with him. Coming up on 60 minutes. After this highlight, we're going to make a couple of changes. Uche to Joubert. Out to Pagano. He drives forward. Cuts inside. Maria back to Augusto. Oh, and Augusto gives it away. Lamar. Oh, Israel steals the ball. Malo to Uche. Over to Joubert. Out to Sutter. He cuts inside. And he takes the shot. That was a bit weak. We're going to bring Diallo on for Fernandez. And for the time being, that's going to be the only substitution we make. We'll make a couple more here in a little bit, probably. Lamar from outside the box sends it in, and he curls it in. That was a nice strike. Yeah, Seferovic looks to be standing too far over. It was a lovely shot by Lamar, though. Okay, 70 minutes in. Pagano's getting a little gassed, so we're going to bring Broderson on. Corner kick in. Uche knocks it away. Stevic's going to run down the ball, maybe. Centers it to Petrov. Back out to Lamar on the right. Cuts inside. Top of the box. Takes a shot. Seferovic stops it. No problem. Sutter's not having the best game either, so we're going to take him off and bring on Verdonk. Herenaria sends it into Lamar. Crosses it in. Seferovic, a very nice save in the air. In the crowd. Last chance. Rolls it out to Joubert. To Broderson. Back to Joubert. To Uche. Out to Diallo. And he's dispossessed by Rolez. Son of a gun. To Cunningham. And he blasts it by Seferovic for the goal. Jeevany. Diallo just told... Oh, I don't want to see this. Stevic to Cunningham. Back to Stevic. To Milicevic. Centers it to Wendell. Out to Henry. And he scores. Good grief. What are my defenders doing? They have 3 guys marking 1 man. Oh, that was... And they had a goal in the 90th minute, a goal in the 93rd minute. That was painful. Yikes. Holy cow. We got Malaga coming up in 4 days. So, good grief. Yeah, Reznicek pulled some ankle ligaments. He's out for another 2 weeks. So, in the meantime, Israel's playing advanced midfield on guard. He's doing an okay job. But, holy cow, I need to go yell at my players some more. We're going to be back in just a bit. Me and my big freaking mouth. In 1 week, literally, Barry Verdonk, Peter Hoffman, and Robert Maria have all gone out with various injuries. Verdonk's out with a pulled groin. He's not matched up for this game. I might bring him in as a sub. Peter Hoffman, double hernia? No. Benvenuti, a double hernia, out 4 to 6 weeks. Kissel's a guy I've brought in on trial. Oh, good grief. So I know why I switched this up now in looking at it. It's because Malaga is currently the last team in La Liga. We're 8 games in, 7 games in. Robert Maria with 13 goals and an 8.03 reading leads us. Antonio Augusto has 4 assists. Pagano, the best pass completion rating. Maria, 4 players of the match awards. And Fernandez, 5 yellow cards, of course. We're doing okay. It's Barcelona, Atletico Madrid. Real Madrid's had 2 losses this year already. And they could always bounce back. But for now, it looks like it's going to be a 2-team race. And one of those teams is Barcelona, of course. So we are playing our 4-2-4. Seferovic in goal. Pagano, Joubert, Uche, and Fernandez as the defensive back 4. Augusto and Alonso as the midfielders. Sutter and Israel as the attacking midfielders. Matasevic and Fabian up top as the strikers. I was just looking at the schedule down the road. We have a couple weeks where we've got 5 games in 10 days sort of thing. I mean, literally, we play like Madrid, and 2 weeks later we play Inter. You know, so fun times. Sutter out in the open for Fernandez. He holds it up, crosses in. Fabian's there, and he scores. Nice job in the first minute of the match. Oh, offside. Come on. Reyes sends it forward to Silmecki. We'll go with that. Dispossessed by Sutter. He gets it to Augusto. Back to Pagano. Up to Alonso. Back to Joubert. All the way back to Seferovic. Joubert to Augusto. Long pass towards Matasevic, but it's too hard. Fabricio picks that up. Gets it up to Sumeki. To Pachola. Oh, Israel stepped in front of that pass. He drives forward. He's got help, but he's not going to use it, and he stays. He's going to take an ill-advised shot that goes wide left. Carvalho on the corner kick in the crowd, and it's headed over the crossbar by Ruiz. Is that our Ruiz? I'll have to check that out. Augusto in the crowd, and oh, Ray, a nice save. Hit him, hit the post, and stayed on the right side of the line. In the crowd, oh, Matasevic couldn't get ahead on it. Uche runs it down, and he is dispossessed. Carvalho from outside the box. Joubert knocks it up to Fernandez, who bangs it forward, goes right to Koch. Back to Yabi. To Tengstedt. He holds it up. Back to Verissimo. Knocked away by Uche. Israel. To Alonso. To Fabian. And Matasevic can't track it down. Carvalho ends up with the ball. Fabrizio. Dispossessed, but he gets it back. Carvalho. Fabrizio. Carvalho. Up into space for Tengstedt. Takes the shot. Fernandez dispossesses him. That was nice. Israel driving forward. Gets by the one defender. He's got help. He's not going to use it. He's going to shoot it right at Rea. Verissimo to Koch. Dispossessed by Fabian, but he gets it back. Pachola to Yabi to Carvalho. Back out to Verissimo. Koch. All the way back to Rea. Martinez. Sends it up into space. Joubert knocks it down. Augusto holds it up. Back to Pagano. He centers it to Alonso. Back to Pagano. To Joubert. Alonso. Up to Augusto. Over to Alonso. Out to Israel. Gets by the one defender. Takes the shot. Rea gets a hand on it, but it's not enough as it goes in for the goal. Israel cuts inside, gets by the one defender, takes the shot. Rea dove, got a hand on it, and it wasn't enough. He pushed it to the side of the net instead of outside the net. Verissimo on the throw-in to Tankstedt, gets by the defender, holds it up. Yabi's there, loses it, gets it back, and Seferovic, a very nice save. Get it out to Pagano. Oh, he's going to loft it towards Sutter, and Sutter plays it off. Pachola to Martinez, knocked down. Alonso ends up with the ball, drives forward, takes the shot, but it goes right at Rea. Throw-in, Sutter with the ball. He gets it past Pachola, and Matasevic is fouled. I've got music for this. Penalty. Who's going to take this? Matasevic? No, this is Augusto. Okay. And he puts it past Rea. Nice hard shot. Well done. Good hard strike. Rea with the goal kick. Bombs it forward, but Israel heads it down. Matasevic gets between the defenders. He's one-on-one with Rea, but Rea stops it no problem. Goes out for the high and corner kick. Augusto. In swinger. And Fabian can't get ahead on it. Goes out of bounds. Coming up on halftime. Augusto sends it in. Fabian's there, and he scores the second one. Well, his first one, but they had one earlier that they took back. So technically, that is his first goal of the season. All right, Lucas. The 3-0 lead going into the half. 15 shots, 11 on target. Malaga's had 5 and 2. Martinez up to Silmecki. He dribbles inside, drops off to Carvalho, who sends it up to Fabrizio on the right. Challenged, gets by the defender, knocked away by Fernandez. Israel tries knocking it out of bounds, but Tankstedt's going to recover it and get it to Verissimo. He sends it to Pachola. Back out to Tankstedt. Gets by Fernandez, holds it up, crosses it. Silmecki's there and he scores. That was nice. And for some reason, my chair is wiggling and it shouldn't be. Well, everything's where it's supposed to be. Okay. Okay, we're coming up on 60 minutes. We're going to make a couple subs after this here. Uche out to Fernandez. He sends it up to Israel. Cuts inside. Gets by the one defender. Hey, dude, come on. There's 9 other guys on the field you can use. You should use them. We're going to bring Malo on for Alonso. We're going to get Zorlu on for Uche. Those will be the only 2 subs for now. I've had a lot of shots. Not a lot on target, though. Well, a decent amount on target, I should say. Augusto taps it to the outside. Sutter. Back out to Augusto. He holds it up, gets it to Malo, who sends it out to Fabian on the left. He centers it to Sutter, bounces it off a Malaga player, falls at Israel's feet, and he puts it in for the goal. His second of the season, second of the game. So yeah, Sutter bounced it off the Malaga defender, and the ball went right to Israel. And it counts as an assist for Sutter. You think it would count as an assist for the Malaga player, but Fabrizio on the throw-in to Pachola, dispossessed by Sutter. Up into space from Matasevic. 1-on-2. 2-on-1, I should say. And Matasevic takes the shot, and Rea has no problem blocking it. Corner kick in. Augusto. And Fabian is there, but it goes right to Réal. Oh, totally misplayed by Malaga. Israel takes a shot, but Réal has no problem stopping it. Coach sends it up, but it goes right to Fernandez. After a bit of back and forth, Fernandez sends it back to Seferovic. Out to Joubert. He sends it forward to Sutter. Back to Pagano. Over to Augusto. Back to Sutter. He drifts inside. Drops it off to Joubert. Over to Pagano. Back to Joubert. To Zorlu. Up to Israel. Who is standing like a freaking stone, yet somehow managed to still get the ball. He dribbles forward. He bounces it off the side of the goal. Matasevic, or Réal and Martinez have a miscommunication. Réal gets the ball. Gets it out to Sielmecki really quick. Back to Garcia. To Carvalho. Up to Ruiz. Nice bit of ball movement. Tankstedt. One-on-one with Seferovic. He stops it. Stops it again. I think we are going to make our last sub. We're going to bring Broderson on for Pagano. Throw it from Malaga. Leto to Carvalho. Sends it in, but it's knocked away. Carvalho recovers before it goes out of bounds. Leto, corner of the box, and he puts it far post. Holy cow. The last 4 goals scored against us have all been these far post jobs, it seems. Somebody tells me Seferovic should have done a better job on that one. We're nursing a 4-2 lead in the last 4 minutes of the game. Got a couple guys who are tired, but can't do anything about that. They can hold out, and they do. 31 shots, 18 on target for us, 13 and 9 for Malaga. Possession was, for all intents and purposes, equal, but a brace of Israel goals and a Augusto goal and a Fabian goal see us through. Okay. And that puts us back at top of the league. We're going to come back for Betis and Chelsea. And then we'll do like Inter Valladolid and then Red Star Zaragoza. And then it will be the Supercopa, the Copa del Rey, and the January transfer window. So, a really disappointing result against Red Star, but a good win against Malaga. But Malaga's last team in the league. We should have had a good win against them regardless. But man, this loss to Red Star is going to be annoying as hell because it keeps us... Now we're behind Inter. No, how are we behind Inter? Because we beat them. They beat Chelsea and they lost to us. We beat them, lost to Red Star. 4 against, the goal differential. Oh, good grief. We're going to like 5th tiebreakers here. Results between teams, goal differences, goal scored, aways goal, games won. Maybe it's aways goal. No, we scored 6. No, we scored 6 at home. So that's why. Okay, good grief. You know you're getting to the weeds when you got to go 5 levels down to figure out why you're in 2nd place. But we're in 2nd place in the group. I'm okay with that as long as we stay 2nd place. It's going to be iffy now because we didn't beat Red Star. And we're doing really good in La Liga. I think this year it's definitely going to be a top 4 finish. And maybe challenge for top 2. But like I said, top 4 I'm more than happy with. So if you did like what you've seen and heard, please leave a like, subscribe to the channel for more content, questions, criticism, comments, leave those down below. I will answer those as fast as I can. My name is FM20.